Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's reading, we're doing How Are You Appreciated Behind the Scenes? And we have three beautiful piles, a pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Please pause the video if needed. Let's go. So for my viewers that picked pal number 1, let's find out how are you appreciated behind the scenes. And we have here my ethereal, my second ever favorite deck. So quick fun guesses here. Somebody might have a grandfather named Jill or Bob. I have also somebody here that's going to karate or is like a karate instructor or like a martial arts instructor. Okay, somebody here may have like calluses, like some like maybe like very yellow hands or like very thick calluses on their feet. I don't know why that's coming up, but it's just fun quick little tarot guesses. But let's stay in the topic. I don't know why I had to say that, but let's see here. How are you appreciated behind the scenes? How are you appreciated behind the scenes? Ooh. I heard Gemini, air, moon, sun. Seven of Cups. Ooh. So right off the back, Ace of Cups next to the Seven of Cups and Seven of Wands in the reverse. People appreciate your bluntness. Okay, and listen. This bluntness, it's not too harsh, but it's exactly what anybody needed or anybody needs in this case. Something about you open people's eyes to the wonders of the world. It's like you expand life for other people's minds. Maybe you found yourself like knowing much more information than other people or even your peers. You could have had some issues maybe in the past due to your honesty, your bluntness. Maybe you've lost friendships, you lost people. Not anybody important, of course, because people can only take offense to what you have to say if they're already viewing you as an offensive person. So it's like the people that love you in your life or you love them, it's like they will never take your honesty as brutal as they would with a regular person. Okay? So the way you're appreciated behind the scenes is that people appreciate this transparency you have. Okay, it's like you are completely honest with yourself and others. All right, Seven of Cups next to the Seven of Wands indicates to me a need to remove a mask. Okay, we see him holding it up front in his face. Seven of Wands in reverse, wouldn't that mean like some sort of issue? In reverse, next to it, it just gives the indication of issues within other people. Okay, so people appreciate how you're able to see the issues that they have in their own lives and their own toxicity. Okay, so you might be the person that's constantly checking on others or, making sure your nieces and the younger people are doing what they're supposed to be doing. It's almost like this motherly, fatherly love, but in a friendly way, like not too pushy. Okay. People appreciate also how you mind your business. You see, this brutal honesty doesn't come with, you know, everyday pile number one's life. Like you're not just walking around giving your honesty on things. It's always wanted, okay? Pile number one, you never give advice unless it's wanted because it's that good, all right? It's that good. Like you don't have to be critiquing and judging everything when you know that you just know, all right? Maybe it gets some of you guys like excited in this group, like when people are like, oh my god, what do you think about this? It's like, yes, oh my god, finally someone that cares about what I think, like finally, because I know the answers, I got it. Pile number one, you are a smart ass, okay? And not in a bad way, but in a very, you kind of spike people's curiosity, okay? Let's get more cards here. How are people appreciating my pile number one behind the scenes? How is my pile number one being appreciated behind the scenes? Okay, so we got like a 2 card. Okay, 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. Oh no, not this one. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. Okay, so now that we have the 3 of Pentacles next to the 5 of Pentacles, pile number one, you are a ride or die. You are a ride or die. You are loyal, and that's how you're being appreciated behind the scenes. People appreciate your loyalty, okay? It's like when no one's there for someone, it's like you're that person. You're that person to pick it up for them, And I'm not, I know a lot of people suffer with people pleasing, especially, people that just love being kind and just love being there for others. It's easier to be a people pleaser, right? So I'm not meaning in that sense where you will be there for those that even hurt you or anything. But hey, maybe that's the case with you guys. But overall, people really appreciate how you're there for them and how important you make them feel, even in moments in their own lives where they feel irrelevant or pointless. It's like as little as commenting under a friend's post, like congratulations on your new thing or passion or whatever. It's like the little things that you do just almost make people feel seen always. And with the 3 of Pentacles, people just appreciate your friendship. People appreciate your company, having you around, because it's almost like they always know that they will never regret coming around you. All right? Like, you are the type of friend, like, if you find out your friend just broke up with someone or a family member just got fired from their job for no reason, like, you're the type to, like, go over there, cheer them up, play some games, tell some gossipy stories. It's just like, it's just gonna be a good time if pile number one comes around. And it's almost like it doesn't matter what you're going through. Pile number one, you always make people feel seen and heard with the Knight of Cups. great listeners here. Okay, great listeners and great communicators as well. It's like you love to hear stories and you can tell good stories. People also appreciate behind the scenes how, like, I'm trying to come up with the word, but all I'm getting is catering. Catering to others, catering to people. These are the people that are going to have the snacks at home waiting for the guests, drinks, you name it, appetizers. Pile number one, you are great with like catering stuff, like inviting people over, like planning parties, get togethers. And behind the scenes, people love that about you. People love that you always bring the A in planning and decorating and bringing everyone together and to hitting everybody up in the group chat, okay? And also, people appreciate that you don't put your burdens onto them, okay? So, one thing you'll notice going through life is that you'll come across a lot of complainers, a lot of those people that just wake up and complain and worry, 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 complain, complain, worry. And it's almost like they don't experience that with you. Again, back to the beginning of what I said, you expand people's minds of how wonderful and abundant the world is. You show people that there's so much more to life than just the regular things, okay? And regular can mean anything to anybody, all right, guys? I always say that. So many people, so many likes, dislikes. But people appreciate behind the scenes how even if you might be going through hell, even if they know you're going through hell, you don't make it look like that. You know, you don't exhaust people with your problems. You don't exhaust others with your emotions. You know what I mean? Like, of course, pal number one can have one bad day and complain and cry it all out, whatever. But that's rarely. Okay? Pal number one sticks, I don't know, sticks through. And pal number one doesn't really need anybody to check them or to baby them as much. And maybe some of you guys are right now watching this like, I do, like I want that. I wish that others can baby me, but it's like others feel like you don't even need it. Okay, the way that you can comfort others even with the swords on your own back, it's like supernatural, like powerful, right? Let's see here. How is my pal being appreciated behind the scenes? How is my pal being appreciated behind the scenes? We have here Five of Swords, Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, the Magician, Six of Cups, and the King of Cups. Okay. So, Five of Swords, Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. Whoa. That's crazy. Some of you guys might be attracted to 1010, 555. Again, people, well, not again. This is the new one. People appreciate how you're able to make them get more on top of their own things. All right. So it's almost like you stress others out, but in a good way, in a way in which they can get it together for themselves. All right. They see you and they're like, you know, I have to do more. I have to bring more. And even if it gets to the point of exhaustion and tens of swords and wands, it's almost the key to their door of their own path. The Magician in reverse next to the Six of Cups in reverse. You are appreciated behind the scene because your life almost is a push for others. And you know how other people say, copying is like a form of flattering, like a copying is a form of love or like appreciation or admiration, right? In this sense is like that. Okay? So it's not to compete with you, it's not to being, competition, whatever, but it's more so to level themselves up. So behind the scenes, people appreciate who you are and how you bring your A game into your life, how you work hard, how you're consistent, how you have the things that you have. Whether, financial success, beauty, love, you know, hobbies, whatever it is that you bring your A game towards, it's almost like you keep others in check and people appreciate that. It's like you're their Pinterest board, pile number one. All right. Six of Cups in the reverse. It gives like a brotherly, sisterly love as well. Um, People, I'm also hearing something that someone's appreciating you for behind the scenes is how you treat them like an adult. I don't know why I heard that. Maybe you have like a lot of younger people in your life, and it's almost like you treat the youngers like with respect and like they're adults. You're being very appreciated for that. And I'm also getting here, somebody here probably loves to take care of people's kids. Someone here is a babysitter or loves to babysit at parties, gatherings, or for their friends, their family. Okay, people are appreciating that about you. That maybe you're the one that's like, you know what, I'm not clubbing tonight. I could just stay with the kids. It's okay. People are appreciating you for taking that initiative to help out with the kids. That's just so funny. But like people really appreciate that as well. Okay, and yeah, people appreciate as well. I heard your good humor. You have a good humor. It's like you don't really take much serious. And another thing, last thing that I'm gonna say here, because the Six of Cups in reverse keeps looking at me. Um, People appreciate how when you do things for them, favors, you send them money, whatever, you take their kids to school, whatever it is, favors, period, right? Um, they appreciate how you don't bring it up. It's like it never happened, you know? You don't bring it up in a conversation or nothing. Like, you do favors out of your heart, and it's like you don't, even if they don't pay you back or they forget to pay you back or they just never return the favor, it's almost like it never really happened. And people really appreciate that because I don't know why I heard, it hurts to owe someone a favor. I don't know why that I heard that, but pile number one, yeah, it's like you do a lot of things out of the kindness of your heart. And even if you're like, oh my God, wow, they didn't pay me, trust me, they're feeling guilty, but doesn't excuse that, okay? Doesn't excuse them for not paying you back or whatever. But overall, when you do something, people feel like you genuinely do it with your heart, so they really appreciate that. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys. So for the viewers that picked pile number two, let's find out, how are you being appreciated behind the scenes? And let's do a quick guess. Let's do a couple facts or little guesses. Tarot guesses, I say. Someone here may be born in the winter months or May, I heard. Book lover here. Someone might be reading a lot of books. Maybe even listening to audiobooks. Okay, that's great. And I heard Pilates and vacation. So for anybody watching this. So let's see here. How was my pal number 2 being appreciated? How was my pal 2 being appreciated behind the scenes? How was my pal number 2 being appreciated behind the scenes? Let's go. Oh my god, we got that. For pal number 2. I mean 1. No, 2. No, 1. Oh my god. Alright. I'm so sorry, guys. I can't even make up my own mind. Alright, so I'm getting here like Scorpio Venus. Getting a lot of Pluto in the 3rd house, 5th house, 7th house stelliums here. It looks like behind the scenes you're being appreciated for just living your life. And it's like, what? Like, yeah, just literally living your life. I feel like a lot of you guys, you just moved recently. Or you're like not around a lot of people anymore. Okay. People can appreciate how you almost don't share a lot when it comes to your finances or even things about your own life. And it's crazy because it's like, why are people appreciating me being, very private about my own life? Because it kind of gives them more of a curiosity towards you. It's like, it's almost like watching a TV show, but through your life, okay? And you're like the main character, and they're watching you, right? That's what I'm getting here right off the bat. Clarify the 6 of Cups in reverse for me, please, because that one was a pop-up anyways. But let's see here. Clarify the 6 of Cups in reverse for me as how are they being appreciated? Oh my god. The 5 of Swords. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a buck here. Pile number 2. You're being appreciated behind the scenes for putting someone in their place. Maybe somebody that felt like they were better than everybody, or someone that felt like they're just, I don't know, like they were the big shit. And somehow maybe you humbled them. Or maybe after you walked away from them, like multiple people started to walk away too. It's like you brought some justice into a situation, okay? So what? People appreciate you for being the owl in the group. For being the one that notices differences in energies. For being the one that steps up and is not scared to move in action, okay? You're not going to talk that talk. You're going to move that move, okay? You're going to be about that action, okay? Someone telling you, Susan is saying you keep coming late. You're like, what the hell? That's not true. You're going to go directly to Susan and you're going to ask. It's like you're not going to beat around the bush. Okay, so people appreciate your strength. People appreciate that you're not scary. Okay, because it's almost like they feel defended or protected around you. Or they feel like you would come through for them. Okay, Ace of Cups next to the Justice. Like you're like, someone's savior. People appreciate how cold you are towards people you don't know. Because it kind of makes them feel special in a way. Okay, like you're like hard to warm up to. So people kind of feel like very special to even be in your circle. Something about you being a trendsetter in something. Maybe, oh my god. I feel like this group, you're like the person that be suspicious of people. And like, it could be people that everybody loves. And then you just be like 100% honest. And it comes out true. And even if people don't believe you, it's like you almost don't care because you're like, sooner or later they're gonna realize it, and they always do. So people appreciate that about you, how you're not afraid to walk away from others, and you're also not afraid to warn others about others. Okay, people appreciate this snakiness about you. And I said snakiness not to mean it in a bad way, but because snakes kind of watch their prey for a while, don't they? Do they? Or I don't know which animal does that, but it's just the way how the snake sneakily like glides and catches its prey. Something about you is very sneaky, but people appreciate it because you get to the bottom of things. All right. So let's see here. How is my pal number 2 being appreciated this current moment behind the scenes? How is my pal number 2 being appreciated in this current moment? Let's see. Six of Wands, King of Swords. Oh my god, this is just so funny. This pile is just very funny. Again, you bring the balance into the situations. I don't know if you're around a lot of people that like to sugarcoat things, like to like beat around the bush. They like to just let people run them over. You bring the balance into the group because with the Temperance, it's almost like you bring the balance. You know how you always meet that really, really nice girl, and then she just has the really, really mean friend, that combination. Okay, man or woman watching this, you bring in the duality that the group needs. Okay, without you, everybody would just be, the group will be a bunch of punks. Okay, Paul 2 just had to let you know, right? So people appreciate that about you. And people just appreciate being in your group or being your friend. Something about you is very abundant. You could be someone that's very good looking, someone with a great charisma, or even someone with a great reputation. Okay, people love being around you. Time of the party, life of the party. Why I keep saying time of the party? And this is not the first time I say that, but listen. Maybe you are the party all the time. That's why I said time, like all the time. And King of Swords next to it is just really funny. It's like, okay, oh my god, they're so fun. And they have boundaries. Like, what a weird combination. Somebody that yeah, don't play with me, but let's play. It's just so funny to me. Pile number 2, you guys could definitely be Geminis, but there's definitely some Scorpio placements here. Heavy Scorpio placements here. Okay, shout out to my Libras that are watching right now. Virgos here as well. I could feel my Virgos in here. Okay, King of Swords though, it's just very funny. This is a very funny individual. Yes, of course, very funny individual, but somebody very irresistible. Okay, you being around them once, you're just gonna always have like want them around, like always. Okay, let's see here, more energies on how is my pal number 2 appreciated behind the scenes. How is my pal 2 appreciated behind the scenes? How is my pal 2 appreciated behind the scenes? All right, so again, Knight of Cups. You could be you could be a very good gift giver. Ooh, that one came up. So, what people appreciate about you behind the scenes is that you just know what to buy. You always get the right things, or you just always gift the right things. People love receiving gifts from you, all right? And with the Judgment upright, people also appreciate how you can stand up for others, how you can vouch for those in your life, how you can be someone that can just come to help everybody, all right? It's like you put the batteries in a lot of people's backs, pile number 2, without even realizing it. And yeah, and honestly, people just appreciate being in your company. You're a fun person. You're a fun person to be around. I don't think I'll be bored around you. I think I'll have a great time around you, actually, pile number 2. So yeah, like, it's just a really good vibe with you. And it's almost like they don't care about being themselves around you. It's like almost you wouldn't judge them. All right, judgment here either way, but it's like this card is just more signifying the importance that you carry in a lot of people's lives right now. Very giving. Don't This is the donation person. This is my big tippers right here. So if you click on this pile, you are a big tipper. Okay, even if you feel like you don't tip that much, you're a big tipper. People appreciate how, Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles, like, come on, people appreciate like what you do for them financially, all right? Even their gifts, or just how you pay attention to detail. And yeah, you guys might have a love language of giving gifts, okay? Oh my god, that's lovely. Be my friend. Um, but yeah, Pal 2, and people feel like they'll love you regardless. Like, I'm getting somebody here, like, I'm not trying to say you're Regina George, so, but if you ever watch Mean Girls, it's like you can't do no wrong in these people's eyes. And your friend group, your friends, your family, you cannot do wrong in these people's eyes. Like, what, you can even judge them, they don't care. They will love to be judged by you. Like, yes, please judge me, Pal 2. I love it. Yes, baby, it's giving cult. I don't know, maybe you do have an audience, but Polymer 2, people just appreciate the heck out of you, what you have to offer, being around you. Okay, you look good, look expensive as well, and very fun. All right, so this one was pretty to the point, but you guys watch me could be very creative and also be from, I heard, Southeast Asia. But yeah, that's all that I'm getting here. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys. So for the viewers that picked pile number 3, let's find out, how are you being appreciated this current moment? I heard the color yellow again. Red hair, freckles. Winnie the Pooh. I don't know why I heard Winnie the Pooh. Starships by Nicki Minaj. Let's see here. How are they being appreciated this current moment? Virgo, Venus, Lilith. Somebody's moon is conjuncting. Wait. It conjuncts with their Lilith in some way. Your moon, or like your big 3 is also like your Lilith sign. Let's see here. How is my pile number 3 being appreciated behind the scenes? How is my pile number 1 being appreciated? Ooh. We have your Page of Cups in reverse, Justice in reverse, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Cups for all readings, guys. All 3 readings. That's insane. Somebody here clicked on all the piles. Okay. You're that loved, huh? Just joking. But let's see here. So the way people appreciate you behind your back, I literally had the thought in my head. I don't know where it went. People like how easily you let go of things that don't even bring you justice. So people just appreciate how you can keep the peace regardless of what happened to you or what happened in your past or what happened. I don't know. I'm seeing like a scenario right now. Like maybe you have like a friend, like maybe they have to come around other people that maybe you don't like or don't appreciate, whatever it is. But it's almost like you can pull it together. Like you're not going to be, giving dirty looks to people you don't like. You're not going to be messy or toxic. It's like you're almost just going to be yourself. You're just going to block it in your mind. And people just behind the scenes appreciate your maturity. They appreciate the way that you can just put things to the side and just be an adult and just like get along with others that maybe you don't even appreciate. Again, okay. You might have a lot of coworkers. I don't know. It's coming. I'm getting like a work environment now. You might have like coworkers that love and appreciate your work, or that, what you do to help them at work. If you do help others at work, they just really love and appreciate you for that. People appreciate how good of a parent you are behind the scenes. I don't know, maybe you came from not a good family home, or maybe your family are a little, is a little bit dysfunctional in your family, and I guess that maybe they, put that in high regards that you are a great parent, okay? They almost like put you on a pedestal because they see how great you are with your kids. And it doesn't matter how much you're struggling, it's like you kind of almost push it through, or don't really ask for much help when it comes to that, because children are coming in for this. Yeah, because Six of Cups is upright, that it gets kids or even pets. All right. um Maybe people also appreciate how good you treat their kids. Okay, maybe you're the friend that maybe you're like a friend, you have no kids, and maybe you have a friend that has like five kids. Okay, and you're just like super there for the kids, and people appreciate that. People appreciate how good you are with kids, and I also got that for Pal too at the end. Not gonna lie. Ten of Swords next to the Page of Swords. People appreciate how hard you work, because it's almost like this is the group where if you are successful in anything, people kind of feel like you deserve it. People feel like you worked very, very hard for it. Okay? So people kind of almost appreciate that, because it kind of gives them motivation. Like, wow, if I keep going, like, I could get there. Let's see here more energy on how is my pal number 3 being appreciated behind the scenes. Yeah, it could also be that people that have done you wrong, they kind of like appreciate how you've forgiven them, or you've moved past it, and you haven't like looked back, or try to get back at them or anything. The Emperor. So Page of Wands in reverse, the Empress in reverse, Page of Pentacles, and the Emperor. People appreciate how you support their businesses. Somebody here watching loves to support new businesses, or loves to support people that are starting off doing things. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You guys are angels. You guys are freaking angels. You guys love supporting people even when they're barely starting. Okay, and that's why good things always happen to you. Okay, Power 3 for real. Earth Angel energy here. 333 can be significant. Somebody here might be sleeping with amethyst, or like that's your main crystal. That's beautiful. People appreciate how you're very non-judgmental. You can be someone that does not believe in, judging others harshly. Or you're almost like a person that just minds their business overall. People appreciate how you don't get in their way. And when I mean that, it's like you're almost like no threat for others. All right. Of course, you are a threat, because you are a threat for those that are not doing it. Okay. But it's almost like for other people, you let them know that you support them. Okay, so it's almost like you're not a threat in a way. People appreciate that. People appreciate how you just move like the sun can shine for everyone. How are people appreciating my pal number 3 behind the scenes? How is people appreciating my pal number 3 behind the scenes? Ooh. People appreciate how you don't change when you get into relationships. People appreciate how you're almost like always remain the same no matter who you're around, no matter what company you're in. It's almost like you never like change who you are to people. Like you're never folding. I mean, that's what they say out here in New York. But like almost it's like when you go into an establishment, you treat the janitor just like the boss, with respect, and people really honor and love that about you, and they really appreciate that no matter how cool you are, no matter how many people you know, it's almost like you always treat everyone the same, and you always stay with the same energy, Okay, pile 3, you can come across as very humble and again very light because you almost pose no threat for others. This pile could be very quiet. Okay, this pile could be very quiet, very conservative, with their energy. This pal, it might not even be expressive with the way that they feel because the emperor is not that expressive with the way that they feel. It's like they just move accordingly and they move with action, and they don't take too many things personally because they just don't have the time for it. Okay, people just appreciate how you're able to remain the same way. Something about that. I don't know if this group keeps getting more popular, more beautiful, more successful. Something keeps increasing in this pile. I don't know what it is. Viewers, likes, whatever it is here. Even children, okay, because you know how sometimes when you have children, it might change you. You might become more distant towards others, whatever. It's almost like no matter what happens in your life, you almost always treat people the same way, no matter how better you're doing or how worse you're doing. Last cards on how people are appreciating my pile number 3 behind the scenes. How are people appreciating my pile behind the scenes? Yeah, people really adore how you're able to move past things that happened. Maybe even in your family, okay? Why am I getting this? Okay, so you have a family member that's really thankful for you because I don't know, maybe you went through a lot of childhood issues or struggles with your family, your immediate family, and maybe now those same people that hurt you so much, they need you now. And it's like even though you went through what you went through with them, it's like you're still there for them. It's almost like you forgave them. And other people see that and they really appreciate you because it will be so easy to say no, they hurt me, they're toxic, I'm breaking the cycle and I'm disappearing. But it's almost like you're feeding the trauma with love, and it's almost like you're trying to understand how hurt people. And of course, I'm not telling anybody to contact anybody that hurt them if they don't want to. I'm just saying that people heal in different ways, and maybe your ways of healing is genuinely forgiving others and realizing that, you know, at the end of the day, a lot of people's actions are only going to hurt them at the end, right? So, pile number 3, very nonchalant, okay? Um, People love your silence. Um, People appreciate your A game in anything you do because they just know that they got to do that for themselves as well. And this just forgiving as heart, like, because what people don't understand, sometimes when you get hurt, it's almost not as bad. The guilt of being hurt is not as bad as the guilt for someone that did the hurting. Okay? And I don't know, pile number 3, but if you forgive a lot, that's so good. And your vibration must be very high. All right? The key to manifesting anything, high vibrations. So that's all that I'm going to say here. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys.